It's showtime, and it's the fast break. And here we kick off the fast break by telling you subscribe at the bottom at YouTube. Also, leave a comment and a remark and tell me how much you enjoy watching. Also, hit us up at Twitter at Brent Reed 18. I didn't remember my Twitter. That is just sad. Go to our Instagram at Downright Sports and look at all the photos and stuff we put up. But with that being said, the fast break must be quick, and we get it going. Starting with happy birthday, Tom Brady. The Golden Boy gets a contract extension to stay with his New England Patriots, but with the potential of being a free agent just next year at 43 years old. Wouldn't it be great to see Tom at 43 as a free agent? But to be fair, the guy continues to be the best. All he does is win. Every time he wakes up, the DJ Khaled song comes on. All I do is win. And then he walks outside, and then when he gets in the car, it comes back on. There's speakers in the house. That's why there's no speakers outside, even though he probably could afford it. But I digress. Tom Brady continues on. This week, I'm going to touch on the top 100 players and where he ranked and how outrageous it is and who's doing the voting. And it's just hatred at this point. But Tom, it's either going to be this year, next year, or maybe it's never. Some guy's Father Time doesn't tap on the door and say, you need to come with me. Michael Jordan, Father Time, really didn't come get him. John Elway never really came to get him. Some people, it just it doesn't say, hey, you need to come with me. And in Tom Brady's case, he does everything the right way to keep himself on the field. So we'll see how that pops off. Moving on, the Yankees, my New York Yankees, took care of business. They beat the Boston Red Sox, sweeping them in a 4-game series that started back last Thursday. The Yankees now have a 14.5-game lead over the Red Sox, the defending World Series champions, and an 8-game lead over the Tampa Bay Rays, which the Yankees need to keep their eye on because Tampa is sneaky come September. The Yankees currently are behind the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers for the best record in all of baseball. In the American League, they're just behind the Astros by a game and the Dodgers by a game and a half. So it's going to be tight to the wire to see who does what. Houston, of course, made the move to put them in the right position by going to get Zach Greinke, a bona fide Cy Young Award winner, a all-star, a beast, a guy who doesn't have to be the ace on a staff full of aces. Houston is so confident they did not re-sign Dallas Keuchel, a guy who helped them go to the World Series a few years ago, and a guy who won the Cy Young. Remember, Dallas had the beard. Now Dallas is with Atlanta. Maybe he'll help Atlanta out. Wouldn't it be awesome if my Yankees don't make it to the World Series? That'd be the saddest day of my life. But to see Atlanta versus Houston, Dallas Keuchel goes up against Houston in Game 1. That'd be pretty cool. And then we move on and wrap things up. That the Cyborg is done with UFC. She is no longer going to compete in the UFC in the octagon. She will no longer be fighting in a UFC ring anymore. Why? Who knows? Looks like they couldn't come to an agreement. Chris Cyborg is now done with UFC. She won one title while she was there. 34 years old. At one point, one of the most feared women in all of UFC. She was 21-2 at her time there. She did lose a championship to Amanda Nunes, who's one of my favorite fighters. After watching that fight, Nunes just took it to her, gave her the business. But so Cyborg is no longer there, and we're going to see where she's going to end up. The crazy thing is, where does she go? Maybe Bellator, maybe Strikeforce, maybe WWE, maybe AEW. There's so many places now for fighters to go. If she doesn't want to keep competing at a real level, she can just pretend to fight. That's the cool thing. Hey, so thanks for watching. Subscribe at the bottom. Tune in again next week. We'll have more from the fast break. And anytime some news, breaking news pops up, we'll be right there. Tune in Wednesday at YouTube and Instagram for the Downright Sports. We're back. NFL preview show, touch on everything, fantasy, all that good stuff. I'm going to tell you for the first time who you should get for fantasy players. Who's the top fantasy go-getter? And is it Patrick Mahomes? Anyway, guys, enjoy. Deuces.